Okay, let's get straight into it. Are you tired of tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., wondering if you'll ever get a good night's sleep again? As we get older, it feels like a decent night's rest becomes this mythical creature, doesn't it? We hear about it, we vaguely remember it. But can we actually find it? I know I've been there. Feeling that deep frustration, that bone-weary exhaustion that just seeps into every part of your day. It's almost like we're expected to just accept poor sleep as a new normal. But I'm here to tell you, after doing a whole lot of digging, I've learned that it absolutely does not have to be that way. You know, it's astonishing how common sleep problems are for those of us over 50. I was reading some general health trends, and it seems like upwards of 50%, maybe even 60% of folks in our age group report struggling with sleep on a regular basis. And it's not just one thing, is it? For some, it's classic insomnia, that maddening inability to fall asleep or stay asleep. For others, it might be something like restless leg syndrome, where your legs just won't settle down, making it impossible to relax. And then there are issues like sleep apnea, which can be quite serious, where breathing actually stops and starts throughout the night. I even learned that our natural sleep cycles, our circadian rhythms, can shift as we age, making us feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake up earlier in the morning. Whether we like it or not, the underlying causes are varied. It can be hormonal changes, medication side effects, increased stress, or even just years of ingrained habits that weren't serving us well. But the impact? Oh, it's huge. It's not just about feeling tired. Poor sleep can affect our mood, our memory, our immune system, even our risk for chronic conditions like heart disease and diabetes. It truly is a cornerstone of our overall health and well-being. And when it's shaky, everything else can start to wobble too. So, after all that doom and gloom, what's the good news? Well, the fantastic news is that there are proven tips, strategies that I've personally researched and found to be incredibly effective, that can help us reclaim our nights and get the better rest we desperately need and deserve. These aren't just quick fixes. They are foundational changes that can lead to real, lasting improvements. Think of this as our roadmap to better sleep, starting tonight. Now, let's dive into the amazing benefits of consistently applying these sleep-enhancing strategies. After spending hours reading studies, I was amazed to find that the National Institutes of Health (NIH) has shown that good sleep hygiene can dramatically improve not only sleep duration but also sleep quality. We're talking about falling asleep faster, waking up less during the night, and feeling genuinely refreshed in the morning. And it goes beyond just feeling less tired. Apparently, a groundbreaking study from Johns Hopkins revealed that consistent, quality sleep can significantly boost cognitive function in older adults. Think sharper memory, better focus, and clearer thinking. The American Heart Association also highlights that good sleep helps regulate blood pressure and reduces stress on the heart. I even came across research from places like Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic, suggesting that proper rest supports a healthier immune system, helps manage weight, and can even improve our mood and emotional resilience. It's not just about tackling that immediate grogginess. It's about investing in our long-term health and vitality. But before we get to all the good things we should do, let's talk about what we absolutely need to avoid, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. Through my research, I learned that you should absolutely avoid certain food and drink combinations if you're serious about getting good sleep. For instance, that late-night cup of coffee or even a strong tea. I discovered you must never combine this with your wind-down routine. If you want to avoid a racing mind, caffeine, as we know, is a stimulant, and its effects can linger for hours, sometimes up to 6 or 8 hours for some people. Another culprit I found out about, which surprised me, is pairing heavy, spicy, or very fatty foods close to bedtime. Apparently, studies I came across indicated that these can cause indigestion, heartburn, and general discomfort, making it incredibly difficult for your body to settle down. I read that the digestive process itself can keep your body temperature slightly elevated, which is the opposite of what you want for sleep. And alcohol, oh, this is a big one. While a glass of wine might make you feel sleepy initially, I learned from several sources that it actually disrupts the later stages of sleep, particularly REM sleep, which is crucial for feeling rested. So, that nightcap might be doing more harm than good. Even seemingly innocent things like too much chocolate in the evening can be problematic due to its caffeine and theobromine content. I also found out that drinking a lot of any liquid right before bed is a recipe for multiple bathroom trips, obviously interrupting your precious sleep. Alright, now for the really exciting part. What I found incredibly helpful is to strategically combine certain habits and even some foods to really amplify the positive effects on our sleep. What I learned is to always consider these for maximum benefits. For example, while a heavy meal is out, a small, light snack that includes complex carbohydrates and a little protein can actually be beneficial. I read in a few places, including some articles referencing nutritional science, that something like a small bowl of oatmeal or a piece of whole wheat toast with a little almond butter about an hour before bed can help promote serotonin production, which is a precursor to melatonin, our sleep hormone. Another thing I discovered is the power of herbal teas, specifically chamomile or valerian root tea. Many studies I've browsed, some even linked to traditional medicine, and confirmed by modern research, suggest these have calming properties that can gently prepare your body for rest. Make sure they are caffeine-free, of course. What I've also started doing is ensuring my last beverage of the evening, perhaps that chamomile tea, is consumed at least an hour before I plan to hit the pillow to minimize those nighttime awakenings. It's about working with your body, giving it the right signals at the right time. I even read that a small glass of tart cherry juice can be beneficial, as tart cherries are a natural source of melatonin. Isn't that fascinating? Now, beyond what we eat and drink, I discovered that our sleep environment and lifestyle habits play an absolutely massive role. This was a game changer for me. Let's start with the bedroom. I learned it needs to be a sanctuary for sleep. That means keeping it cool. Most experts I've read suggest a temperature between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Darkness is also key. I invested in some blackout curtains, and wow, what a difference. Even the tiny light from a charging phone can be disruptive. So, cover up those LEDs. Noise is another biggie. If you can't control outside noise, I found that a white noise machine or even earplugs can be incredibly helpful. And your bed itself, is it comfortable? Is your mattress supportive? Are your pillows right for your sleep position? These might seem like small things, but they add up. Then there's the bedtime routine. I learned that establishing a consistent, relaxing routine signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. This could be taking a warm bath. The drop in body temperature afterward helps induce sleep. Reading a physical book, not on a screen. Practicing some light stretching or meditation, or listening to calming music. And speaking of screens, this is a huge one I had to tackle. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, and computers can seriously mess with your melatonin production. I now make a conscious effort to put all screens away, at least an hour, preferably 2, before bed. It was tough at first, I won't lie, but the improvement in my sleep has been worth it. Also, getting some natural daylight exposure, especially in the morning, is something I found helps regulate your internal clock. And while vigorous exercise too close to bedtime can be disruptive, regular physical activity earlier in the day is fantastic for improving sleep quality. It's all connected. Of course, with all these tips, there are some important precautions and things to note. Lessons I've certainly learned are crucial. Firstly, and this is paramount, please consult with your healthcare professional before making any significant changes to your routine, especially if you have underlying health conditions or are taking medications. What works wonders for one person might not be suitable for another, and your doctor can offer personalized advice. I've learned that some herbal remedies, for example, can interact with certain medications, so it's vital to have that conversation. Also, if you suspect you might have a more serious sleep disorder like sleep apnea or chronic insomnia, self-treating isn't the way to go. A proper diagnosis and treatment plan from a specialist are essential. Remember, individual responses to these strategies can vary. Be patient with yourself. It might take a little time and experimentation to find what works best for you. These tips are powerful, but they aren't a substitute for professional medical advice. So, there you have it. A deep dive into what I've learned about getting better sleep. I truly hope these insights and tips help you as much as they've helped me. If you found this information valuable, please do give this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, so you don't miss out on more videos like this one, where we explore ways to live healthier, happier lives after 50. And please, share this video with anyone you know who might be struggling to get a good night's rest. Now, for our engagement question today. I'd love to create a real community of shared wisdom here. In the comments below, could you share one thing, just one specific tip or trick that you've personally found helps you sleep better? It could be something I mentioned, or perhaps a unique strategy you've discovered on your own. Let's learn from each other and help everyone in our community get the restorative sleep they deserve. I can't wait to read your suggestions. Thanks for watching, and here's to many nights of peaceful, rejuvenating sleep ahead.